So ladies, with our hot stone treatment, we need to make sure that we've got our hot stone heater on and set at the correct temperature. Ideally, our hot stone should sit between 55 and 60 degrees. You've got your hot stone heater here with the temperature that's set to and where it's currently at. Also on the top of the hot stone heater, you should actually have your thermometer as well. I can see my thermometer is actually sitting at 70 degrees. Ideally, that's a little too hot, so I'm just going to take the lid off for the moment so it can actually start to cool down. Placing that one underneath. We've also got now our stones that we need to use. So over here, I've actually got our placement stones ready to go into the hot stone heater. Got a large sacral stone, 2 flat stones for the kidneys, and then I've got 2 small stones like our Temtem stones which sit between the shoulder blades at the base of the trapezius. Also got a small bowl of water, cool water, in case the stones are too hot. And then I've also got a selection of cold stones over the side here. Ideally, I'm going to pop my stones in the heater first. I would suggest that you pop your heater on at least 10 to 15 minutes prior to your client coming in. You can fill the heater up with hot water. I would never suggest that you fill it with boiling water. So these are just the placement stones that are going in right now. So ladies, now we're going to place in the rest of the stone heater, the rest of the stones that we need. So for each leg, you will need 2 medium stones. You can go straight into the heater. 2 smaller stones and 2 pencil stones. So you'll need those for each leg, so that's 6 stones per leg. And then you'll come to the back stones. So for your back stones, we need 4 medium stones and 2 small stones. So they can all go here as well. We reuse all of the stones. If you are going to be sharing a hot stone heater with a therapist next to you, you need to make sure that you have 4 sets of stones for the legs, 2 for the back and 2 for the front, and 1 set of back stones as well as your placement stones. So you'll need twice the amount of leg stones if you're not putting your stones back in the heater because you're sharing a heater with someone else. Don't forget, you've also got your ladle here to actually help you get your stones out, and that saves you from burning your fingers. I've also put a disposable towel down on my glass table so that when I put my stones on it, it actually helps to soak and absorb, and it means I can dry the stones off as well. All right, ladies, what we're going to do next is we're going to look at our blending of our oil for our aromatherapy journey. So ladies, when our client arrives, we'll meet our client in the reception area and we'll bring them straight in and they will come and take a seat on the chair next to our table that's already set up. I've actually got a bucket here of water and 2 caps of floral water. My client will come in and remove their shoes, take a seat and soak their feet and start filling out their consult card. Whilst they're filling out their consult card, we'll also talk to them about the treatment that they're having today, talk about hot stone, the benefits, the aromatherapy blends, and the timing for the procedure as well for them. We will be performing a small sensory journey whilst our client is sitting here. We need to determine whether our client would prefer a relaxing, a calming, an energizing, an uplifting blend, or whether they've got a lot of muscle tension, so then we can actually blend the oils chosen for them today. Ladies, when creating your oil blend, you actually do have a list of recipes as part of your treatment. You have a clearing, uplifting, calming, grounding, energizing, or muscle relief blend that you can make for your client. What we're ideally wanting to do is we're doing a sensory journey first of all. We take 2 tissues. One we lie completely flat, and the other we lie across like a diamond. So it will look like that. So they're just off center. We pinch in the middle, turn it down, and we do a big twist. and that creates a little flower. On here we're going to put 1 drop of each of the essential oils that we're going to use in the blend for the client. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this back over to our client who's still soaking, and we're going to hover it underneath their nose, get them to take a nice couple of deep breaths in, and confirm that that's the oil selection that they are liking today. So today I'm actually going to do a muscle relief blend, which has eucalyptus, also lavender and chamomile. So just 1 drop. This is the hard part, just getting 1 drop out. And 1 of my chamomile. Your trainers in salon will have some recipe and also the amount of drops that you can use per recipe blend. So that has all been taken care for you. Also on the tops of the bottles, it will state whether it is a middle note, a top note, which are your fruity, citrus, or whether it is a base note. So they are all labelled for you, and they will all be placed out in top, middle and base notes accordingly. So here's my little aromatherapy flower, and ready for my client's sensory journey. To make my blend, once my client has confirmed that that is the blend that they're happy to use today, I then take my glass beaker. You can actually see on here it's got lines, 10, 20, 30 mils. We're actually going to pop the drops of our essential oil in the bottom of this and then top it up with carrier oil. Normally with a full body massage, you would use between 20 and 25 mils. With a hot stone massage, we're going to use up to 30 mils, possibly even more. It does not mean that we add any more essential oils to the blend. We're just going to top up with either grapeseed or our sweet almond oil. Your trainers will also have a list of the essential oils up at the station where you're creating your blends that will have a list of any contraindications to those oils as well. So today with my blend, I'm going to use my Muscle Relief. Perfect. Make sure you pop the lids back on straight away, otherwise they will get confused and they will get mixed up, ladies. And then I need to just get my sweet almond oil or my grapeseed oil and top that up to 30 mils. If you prefer to use a plastic dapping dish to dispense your oil, because these are glass, they will shatter if you drop them, you can. But you need to make sure that you mix it in the glass beaker first to get the correct volume. So 30 mils is quite a lot of oil. And then you just need to take a wooden stirrer and mix it through. And then you will take this back to your station and pop it beside your stones. So here we are with our bed set up today. What I've actually got is under my disposable bed sheet today, I've actually got my sarong. So my sarong is covering the bed. Then I've got some disposable towel or disposable bedroll or disposable bed sheets. My sheet that I would normally have underneath, I'm actually going to use as a covering today just because it's so cold at the moment and we don't have those extra blankets that we can use. I have a very tall client in today, as you will see when he hops on the bed. So at the top of the bed, I've actually got the extra head space with my little hand towels over here. I still have my large towel, and as you'll see when the client hops on the bed, I'm going to use a large towel to cover the back to keep the client nice and warm. So the other thing I'm going to do is with this little flower that I've created earlier, I'm actually going to place it underneath my client's head rest, just in underneath the disposable sheet, and that's going to sit in there so the client can breathe that in whilst they're